All right, everybody, welcome back. This has been an interesting week. I started a new job this week, and it's been interesting. This is the first time I've been back to work since my stroke, so hopefully it goes well. It was rough for me the first week, but we'll see how it goes. How's everybody doing? Let me get all of this ready and prepared. It actually worked this time, so thank God for that. Let's see. Let's move this over. Bring up the chat. All right. So today, I know that I wanted to look at this image here. This was the box that we were talking about, and I didn't get any more modeled on this. I had to work throughout the week, and because I'm in training, it's all 5 days. So I thought I fixed that texture on that side. But so I came home last night and I started modeling. But what I did do is I got this right here started. And this is what we were talking about before with the structure. Oh, I didn't bring up the... Hang on. I'm prepared, but I'm not prepared. But so definitely want to look at this structure today. I want to show some interesting things before we actually get into it. Well, that's still in the way. Nowhere really to move it. Before we actually get into it, I've got the GigaPan for sure that I want to show. Let's go here. Let's see, is this it? Nope, that's the other one. All right, so let me bring this over, and I want to just show what we're looking at here. Oh, I need 3 screens, I tell you. Hey, good morning, Lynn. How are you doing? Hope everything's going great. Like I said, I'm trying to get through. I got through the first work week, and it was a little rough, but I made it, and I think I'm going to be doing good at this job. But I want to look at this GigaPan by Joe White over at Art Alien TV. Now, this is the one where we modeled this box right here, and of course I've got images cleaned up. I wanted to get to these, but I started back modeling last night because I mean it was a rough week, and so I got some of this done. And then the other thing we wanted to do, which I did get this part done, was take a look at this structure back here. Now this looks like, to me it looks like a structure. And there was a piece back here that I really wanted to show, because if you look at the way the shadows go, this thing looks like it faces the sun. Yeah, I'm wearing my wife's shirt. I needed a shirt, so she's looking at me funny right now. It's a nice shirt. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it. Move the microphone out of the way. We're in zombie hunter mode. I like your shirt, babe. It fits.
Now?
Well, what do you expect?
What about when you first got it?
It was for you. Let's see. Is it?
Just got home.
How was your meeting?
It was good. Everybody said hi. Art made it.
Yeah, I saw from the picture. Yeah, he works over where I'm working now. I was like,
4 days on, 4 days off.
huh? He works 4 on, 4 off?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. But this is a piece right here. And let me go ahead and bring up the enhanced image of it. Let's see, I'm going to have to shrink that down, come down here. Let's see. That's the render. Here we go. Is this it? Okay. So let me bring this over. Oh no, that's the original. Hold on, I need the enhanced. Oh, maybe that was it. Maybe I didn't save it. I usually save it as enhanced so I know. Okay. Is this any clearer? I gotta move my computer a little bit so I can see it. No, this looks like the original. What did I do? Go up here. Okay. There it is. No, wrong one. Don't want that. I want... Oh yeah, that's clear. How about that? Does that look clearer? All right, so we got all of this modeled in here. Take a look at this thing right here. I sent this out to some people to try to figure out what this was. You can see there's one side over here. It comes across the top and back down, and you can actually see this line underneath. And oh, thanks. Lynn says cool shirt. Yeah, like I say, I bought it for the wife, and I was needing a shirt before I started, and I was like, oh, give me a shirt, and I couldn't find any of mine right now, so I said, well, I'll just grab hers. But look at this line going across the bottom. Now there is an object right here. It's got a kind of square shape, although it flanges out when you get towards the back. But yeah, it goes straight across, comes down, and then across the front. And I don't know if this part sticks up a little bit because this part's at a 45-degree angle, but it's sitting on a base right here. See the base? Here's the part that goes across the back. And I forgot to turn on my pin. Hang on, let me find my pin. Is it? Please be under here. I knew I'd forget something. Nope. Okay, let's go up here. Just take a second to find it. I know it's in my downloads. I moved it into a folder on the desktop. There we go. Okay, now we can see with the pin. But it's, look at these brackets that come down. Here's one here. You know what? She just bought a new pack of underwear. Because we've got, I wish you could see it over there, a box that's got clothes piled in it. They're all the clothes we've washed. And she's had a rough week, and I've had a rough week, and didn't get much done. We're like, well, we're going to put up some clothes during the week. We never got any put up. They are sitting right over here to my left on the other side of the bed, still in the box, and it's piled up. And then she's got a smaller pile that she just washed the other day that's right behind the computer on the floor, right behind my desk. In fact, my feet are resting on it, so... We won't run out of underwear. But we've got this bracket. You can see two pieces of this bracket coming down. And I was trying to see, it actually looks like this piece. I might have modeled this piece wrong. It might come straight across. Looking at that now, it looks like it's coming straight across. But this thing was pretty cool. And I don't know if there's a structure. I tried from the GigaPan to see... how big this was. If you look at the rover is somewhere over here, and it looks like it's a good ways back, but we have no idea, you know, where they set their camera settings to. So is this zoomed in at all? Is this zoomed out? You know, what's the would it be the f-stop set at? So I don't know. In fact, let me go ahead and full screen this. But I wanted to show that because you zoom in, you can see this concrete piece right here kind of leaning forward. It's going at an angle like this. And then we've actually got this tube which looks like it has these fins on it. So you can see one here. You can see this one, you see them from the profile. So you can see it sticks out and into this base. You can see what looks like some sort of overhang, like a porch, and then it's got posts coming down. You can see one on this side, and you can see one on this side, and you lose the line just a little bit there, but look, you pick it right back up here. And that's why the enhanced is so important to look at in conjunction with the other, because you kind of get a better idea, and plus I can zoom in a lot more, of how this stuff comes down. See that? You lose, like I said, they put this, to me it looked like they put extra blur in this, but you know, it's just guessing. But then if you follow this part across to this corner, it actually looks like the post comes down right here too. And then you've got this like square box in here, and it actually looks like it's some sort of opening, like a doorway or something. And then this piece that sticks up, you can see it comes across at least to here, and it may come all the way across. And it's got these pieces inside. It's got these slots in there. We modeled that. We got that model. But look at this concrete tube. Oh, I guess it's concrete. I say it's concrete because that's the material I put on it, but I don't know what the material is. But it actually looks like it has these fins that come up and then curve outward. That thing was pretty interesting. And once again, I didn't get to any of this stuff back here, but it actually looks like there's a piece of something right here. So I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna try to get more detail. Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. But yeah, this is the piece I was really interested in. I passed this image to several people, and most of them came back and noticing that it was angled at the sun. In fact, you see the sun hitting it pretty good, and you can see what looks like shadowing underneath these pieces that stick out. This might be some sort of solar water heater. It kind of looks like it has maybe pipes or something that run behind it, like underneath this piece here and this piece. You can just barely make out a little bit there and a little bit there. And then it almost looked like there was a third one here. So that's what we modeled at. Let's take a look at that real quick while I'm talking about it. Let's see, is it going to be better with the lighting? Sometimes it is, because you can get the shadowing and stuff. You know what? Let me go back to it. This is the model. Oh, by the way, I uploaded this model to Discord. So if anyone's interested in the 3D models, I usually wait till after I finish with them, but since I didn't have a chance to finish this model completely, I went ahead and uploaded it the way it was. Let's go with this one. Let's not save. Close this down. Okay, this is the actual PBR texture, so to me they look a little better. Some people say that the image textures are better, but I like the PBR textures because you can really get in here and see just how rough I made the materials. Now whether they are or aren't, I don't know. But this piece here, am I clicked on it? Yeah, is what really interested me, and it seems to have these shapes in it, and the only thing I could come up with was, like I say, it's some sort of solar water heater. My friend Mike agreed. He said, yeah, probably some sort of, I don't think it would be solar panels themselves, but it does look like it is like it's supposed to be angled at the sun to let the sun hit it. And then it's got this bracket. Now, like I said, I may change this bracket. I think it comes more straight across and down and not so much at an angle. So we'll try to fix that this week. And then I'll re-upload the model to Discord. So if you're on Chris's Discord server, I'll get that put up there. But the way I have it now is it's already up there. I just may have to fix that. Let's take a look at this over here. This is very interesting. Now I'm going to move the whole model down. Let's do this. Come here. Let me move my camera out of the way. Grab on the Y. Grab this. Move it on the Z. Oh, I forgot I didn't join that to it, but okay. Grab on the Z. Okay, now we can see all these with the image in the background. But here's this tube right here, and this is what it seems to look like. If you get in, you can kind of see these extrusions on four corners, and it's on this dark colored base. And so this is kind of what we have right here. You know what? There we go. That way we can rotate right around this. But that thing looked pretty cool. And then there's this piece back here. And this, like I said last week, kind of looks like it could have been part of this piece here, and something happened and it kind of fell forward. Take a look at that. If you stand it back upright, it almost goes in line with this. It might have a couple of feet in between, or whatever the size is, because we don't know the size. But take a look at that. That thing is definitely leaning this way, and then this piece is actually leaning kind of towards the camera at an angle like that. So I was like, okay, that looks cool. I think it's all obviously part of one structure, but you can see this. I don't know why I keep clicking on. I know I joined everything together. I keep thinking I want to click on something else. But there's that concrete like doorway or whatever. That was pretty cool. I think it's a doorway, but I can't be for certain. And then these posts, and you can see those posts in the image. And there's the concrete for the doorway. And see how you have this, like I say, a little bit of extra blurring right all through here. This is more blurry than the left side of the structure. Now, is it because it's in shade? I don't know. I don't know why it would get blurrier, but I mean, you can make out these little slots in here. There's one, there's two, and that's what we actually have. Oops, let me get to it. Right here is what I modeled those as. And then there's bigger ones here at the top. And you can kind of see that in there. See that? You've got, it's slotted right there. And there's actually a piece that comes up at an angle. And I tried to figure out what that was. Is this a separate piece, or this part right here is connected to it? See the lighter part right here? And then you got back here. It almost looked like it is, and I almost kept it. And then this little square piece looks like it is wider than the vertical part that comes up, like this right here. Let me see. Let me click on something here. There we go. So it's a little bit wider, but that's what that looks like. Let's see, what else did we have on this specifically? Oh, I didn't talk about these. I think I did last week about how these come up at you know, like make almost a square, but it's tapered inward. So you've got all three of those. And let's see. Oh, yeah. We've got more if you look right here. This, I mean, it could be a rock, but this looks like part of this structure. You know, like there's more to it on the right. And even this right here kind of looks like a platform. Look how this is the side part that comes up, and it is actually beveled outward as it gets towards the bottom, but it's pretty flat across the top, except, you know, you have pieces that actually extrude upward. And see how it makes kind of a square shape. So I don't know if this is just a rock, or if this is like a platform. It's like I say, this one looks like it's on a platform. This almost does, although we lose the lines, so I can't be for certain. And this right here, after looking at it, and hopefully I get to modeling that this week, is this looks like another piece of wall or something that has collapsed down. So this would probably be sitting over here. If this is a platform, it would be sitting right about here, and it's fallen over, and it's actually holding this piece up right here. See that? At first I thought this was behind it, but this is actually in front of it. Hang on, my wife accidentally locked the cat in here. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go, Shadow. You left the cat in here, darling. Okay, sorry about that. That was Shadow. He's our black colored cat, and then we got 2 gray cats, and I'm pretty sure I saw Sokka in here. Her name is Sacagawea. So let me just call her Sokka. And then obviously you've got all these little parts down here, and look at the symmetry to these, how they look square. So I think we're looking at a structure here, definitely. Now what the size is, I couldn't tell you, but you know, if that's a doorway and this is a porch, I'd imagine that this is probably, you know, several feet tall at least. But yeah, what is this thing here? I don't know. Like I say, my best guess was like a water heater, solar water heater. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but I've seen many designs for it where they take these pipes and they run them in a zigzag pattern all the way up, and they put them inside of this box like this, and the interior of the box itself is like a shiny material, and then they cover it with glass or plexiglass or something just to keep the heat in there, and they paint the pipes themselves black or a dark color so it absorbs the heat, and as your water gets pushed through there, it gets really, really hot. So I think it was like a couple of 100 degrees, and I was like, wow, that's a cool design. And you can get them professionally made, or of course there's videos on YouTube of how to make them yourself. And the other way that I saw one guy do it was over the pipes themselves. He just took a bunch of aluminum cans and then cut the tops and the bottoms off to where it would slide over the pipe, and then just put them up, you know, one against the other all the way across. But either way, it heated up the water, and it got up to, I don't remember, 270 degrees or something in the summer, or 230. That's Fahrenheit. So I don't know what that would be in Celsius. I do know it would be, let's see, what's boiling point? 320 degrees. So what would that be? Somewhere around 75, 80 degrees Celsius. It's pretty warm either way. Just about cook with it. But that's that structure there. And like I say, I did upload this to Discord if anybody wants it. Now we looked at the box. Oh, on the other model I had it placed in place. Let me move this thing in place. Grab, shift, let's move it here. Let's rotate it on the Z just a little bit, and then let's move it down. So it's touching the ground. Whoop. Is that touching? Yeah, it looks like it's touching. Let's rotate it back just a little bit. Set on the Z. There we go. Something like that. This thing, like I said, I still haven't figured out what these pieces are, and I know that there's more pieces in here, but you know, making them out in the image, there's that box that I have kind of at the back of this. Probably make you dizzy zooming back and forth, sorry. That's that piece that's on the back right here. And then, like I say, I'm pretty sure there's more stuff in here. There's enough space that there should be things in here, but trying to make them out is next to impossible, of course. But did I think I explained why I thought maybe these look like pallets last week. It looks like you have these slats going across. There's one, there's two, and it kind of looks like a third one there. You can see space in this and actually see this piece of this object coming through this slat that's over here. You can kind of see that in there, and you can kind of see what looks like holes right here too. So I don't know if they use pallets on Mars, but that's what that looks like. If that is pallets, and they kind of have this shape here. But yeah, you could see through that piece right about there. Well, it'd actually be over here. Just an angle like this, and you could see through there. Thought that was quite interesting. So I don't know if that's, you know, what they really are or not, but kind of has that shape. And then you can see this beam sticking up right here, and there's actually one in the back. There's right here, and then you'll see this one right here. Oh, where did my... uh-oh, did I not connect something to it? Oh, I still have her cake in this one, Leslie Ann's cake. Well, happy birthday even a week later. Hope you're still enjoying your birthday, Leslie Ann. Hopefully she made it in. She said she was going to try to. But let me go ahead and hide this for now. Hide. There we go. That little round piece that I modeled, I didn't... Where is it? I forgot to save it, I guess. But there's a piece that I wanted to show that's right here. It kind of looks like it's round, and then it looks like it has this pole that comes down and into the pile of junk. So I don't know. And then it looks like that beam. Here's that beam that's on the back. Let me get straighter on this image. That does help sometimes. Okay. So it kind of looks like it has this pole that comes down, but once again, only guessing. All right, honey. Just try to keep the noise down. Now these I don't think I talked about. These look like these boxes that the side, they're on the side, and it's flat against the one side, and then it actually comes out at angles like this, and it looks like it's got these handles or something that go across. But here's the outline of the box that's on the side. See how it comes out and then back in towards the side, and then it does the same thing here, comes out and then in towards the side. And we either lose it in the in actual dirt that's coming up here, or if you ask me, this looks like a texture was added to try to hide something. Now why they only tried to hide part of it, I don't know. So this may be actual dirt, and it's just slightly different color than this over here. Now our sun is a little bit and this image right here is a little bit behind our box, so all your shadowing would be here, and this piece is actually sticking up, you know, a good bit off the ground. But yeah, we've got that. Oops, clipped right into the wood.
Daddy, I made a poopy and made party.
All right, honey. Let's go back to our image. I want to show something. Oh, wrong one. Let me get the right image up. Let's see. Back to... Come on, where are you? There we go. There it is. And let's see. Should be under. Right here. I tried bringing this thing out. I don't know what this is, but look at this square shape right here. Comes across and back down. You can see the line come across this side. Now they let the other cat in. Hey, Sokka, do you want out or you want in? Look at this box, though. right here, and it's actually got a piece protruding up, and this looks like this side actually protrudes upward about halfway up on this. That's interesting. And then these pieces, I couldn't tell if this is a rock behind it, which I think it is. And this object actually ends right here. Y'all let the cat in. Quit running in and out. Now you let the dog in. But from the front, it looks like this continues back here, and this could be part of it. When you look at the back side, it looks like it could be one of these rocks back here. So maybe these dark parts are the only parts that protrude out from the side. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. That's not professional to do that. I know. Sorry. But these rocks look like these could be the rocks behind it, and maybe it's just these dark parts that protrude out. I don't know what they are though, but this looks like an object right here, so I looked at that. What else? Of course, this piece we talked about last week. The back side of this looks like it's sloped up at an angle, almost, well, near 45 degrees or so. But you can see some what looks like space underneath, and see that little piece right there that's kind of keeping it up at an angle. It's supporting it on the bottom. I don't. It kind of looks like a handsaw. That's what it like. This would be the handle for a handsaw, and then this could be the blade. But you know, it's kind of, or maybe a key, a giant key shape. You know. So I don't know. Still trying to make that. And then you got these circles up here. It looks like this comes up to here, this piece, and see how it makes this half moon shape. And then look at this piece, it actually does the opposite, and it's sitting maybe halfway in. Now this looks like a separate piece, or maybe this piece continues over here and we just get a lighter part. But whatever it is, whatever it is, it's darker right here. Let's see. I know there's more. Did I go over? But yeah, so I uploaded this model. It's on the Discord server. Just look under the 3D models. It should be the latest one on there on Chris's Discord. What is that? I don't know. Of course, it'll be too blurry to tell what it is. Let me see if I can see it in the Gigapan. Y'all are eating all my chips. Where was that piece? Right there. No, can't get in any closer. Could be a rock. I don't know. Just looked like it had a kind of square shape to it. So that's this one. Now, hopefully, I did want to talk about this one. Let me bring this one over. This was pretty cool. Now, this is from Perseverance rover. And if you watched Joe's channel over at Art Alien TV, he talked a little bit about this one. Everybody was questioning, including me, what this little piece was right in here. I'm going to full screen this. This white piece right here. People were saying it looked artificial. All right, and specifically as you zoom in, you can see all these perforated holes in it, and they're all evenly spaced, and they all go in rows. Now, what I wanted to do was bring up the map of where Perseverance is right now, and where this thing is located. But even by Joe's estimation, and he's pretty good at matching these up with satellite images and getting distances, because he's been following the Perseverance pretty closely. Well, he's been following both rovers, but he was showing where the debris field was from the back shell and the parachute. And this is almost somewhere between a kilometer and a mile away from the rover, and it's to the west of the rover. And there was a lot of talk. Let me get to the enhanced image of this. Is this? Yeah. And I can't remember if we talked about this last week. We might have already. But this is the enhanced image. You can really see these holes in here. And so we know that this is not artificial. Somebody figured it out, though, and they messaged him. I think it was on his Mars Magazine page. And they found out what it was. Oh, yeah, there's a better enhancement. There we go. Now you can really see those holes. But look at this line right here. There's perfectly straight line, perfectly straight. Although you lose some of the detail of the holes in here. Hey! Don't mess up my chips. She's eating my... Here, let me show. My favorite caramel bugles. Although I don't eat them too much because of the sugar in them, but every once in a while, those things are great. Okay, so what is this? We figured it out. It's the thermal blanket. Okay, thermal blanket that they use to protect the equipment inside, including the rover, and there's cameras on the back shell and everything. So these are thermal blankets that are used to protect the stuff inside from the heat as it's entering the orbit of Mars. All right, and you can see those perforated holes. You can see these lines going up here. There they are. But I thought that was still a cool find, and the reason it's so far from the rover is most likely this is like a mylar material, and so most likely the wind has blown this that direction. I don't know which way the prevailing winds are in Jezero Crater. Now, where Curiosity is, the prevailing winds come from the northwest and kind of swoop down south of Mount Sharp, and then they'll swoop back up. And mostly because Mount Sharp is so large that it's gonna funnel that wind down that way and then back up to the north. So in Jezero, like I say, this is to the west of the landing site. So I'm guessing that the winds carry this westward instead of eastward. But I thought that was pretty interesting that we found that so far away from the crash site. But that's what that is. That is that thermal blanket. All right. And here's that image again. See, you can see those perforated lines. And they match up. I mean, the lines do match up. So there you go. That was that mystery solved. Let's see. I had so much more, but I didn't get it all done. I was working on it, getting that model, getting all the textures baked, and getting that model up. Oops, I didn't mean to zoom out that far. Let's see. What else? What was on? This is back to our box. I thought there was something. Oh, yeah. Where is it? I remember now. The leg or golf club. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Now, I do want to get to this piece, and I have not cleaned up this yet. But take a look at this thing. They say it looks like a either somebody's leg or a golf club or something. But whatever this is, I wish I could zoom in closer. In fact, that's what I was going to do. All right. Hang on. I'm going to move this over for now. Let's put you back over here. And need my snip tool. And let's put it on window mode, which we have. New. Okay, there we go. So we got this snipped. Let's full screen this. And once again, our object is right in here. So let's save. And let's put it in the right folder. That's 3503. I'm gonna put it in this one, and I'm gonna call this leg. 01. Okay, let's close that, and let's close. No, let's just minimize that. No, hold on. Close some of these down so it doesn't slow down. Alright, let's bring up GIMP. And let's move you over here. And then let's get this. And let's see. Blender model 1753. I know it's going to be kind of boring, but it might be interesting if we can get any detail on this. And let's drop this in here. Okay, there we go. Let's take and scale the image up. There it is. 3840. Let's scale that up. Let's add a little. Oh, let me bring up my chat before I do anything. Okay. Let's I don't think I need to blur this one. If you get any of that crosshatch pattern from NASA, then you can blur it first. But let's go ahead and try to enhance the sharpness using the sharp and unsharp mask. Let's do a split view and see if it's gonna help any. Otherwise you might have to blur first, but usually that looks pretty good. Let's see, bring the radius down. Nope, not too much. There we go. Okay. What I want to see is this piece behind it, or is this part of it? Kind of get the idea that this ends right here, and this is something that's actually in this background. But this is definitely standing up. Can you see that shadow right there? Based on where the sun is, let's back out. You see how that shadow matches? So this is something sticking up off the ground. So we do know that. But what is this piece right here that, like I said, they're calling this the golf club? It actually kind of does look like a leg. Like this would be the thigh muscle here, and this would be the calf muscle, and it looks like the foot is twisted. Like this is a foot. See how this all comes up here? You even got an arch right here, like it's twisted around here. See how it could be even a broken ankle right here, because look at, there's what looks like the ankle bone. I'm not saying that's what this is, but it sure does resemble that. I'm gonna show you now. Let's okay, we're gonna take our burn tool, and we don't want it up too high. Let's turn it to about 40%, and let's turn our force, well, it is at 40. Let's just see what happens when we start bringing some of this detail out. But yeah, I wanted to look at this together so we could kind of figure out what are we looking at here. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up a little bit more. Let's just see. Look, you can almost see the lines of toes. Holy cow. See those lines? I hope this comes through on the YouTube algorithm. See those lines? Looks like toes. Oh my goodness. Let's keep going. I may have to lighten the darker parts. I'm going to try not to burn those. But I try to get these lighter parts. In fact, while we're here, let's go ahead and get this down here and see if we can tell what some of this is. But now, you know, I say that maybe it's not. Maybe it's some of the what do you call it? Pixelization from NASA. But if that doesn't almost look like toes, jeez, that's almost scary looking at. Okay, I'm gonna lighten this area. So with my Dodge burn tool still, you gotta turn it way down when you do dodging. Let's see if we can get in here and lighten this just a little on these darker parts. Even it out just a little bit. Now it does kind of look squared. These look like an edge piece. So could it be a mechanical leg, something like from an Android or something? I don't know. And this piece behind it, I still want to lighten it, even though I don't think it is a part of it. I'm going to go ahead and lighten it and see what we can see here. Maybe a little more. Don't want to go too far. That is interesting. What about lightening this in here? And you just want to lighten just a little bit, see if you can bring any detail out. Now let's go back and do some burning again. Just see if we can bring anything out in here.
Daddy, I flat my ball.
Okay. Oh, you dropped it behind the refrigerator?
Yeah.
Just be careful. Y'all unplugged my refrigerator the other day. I was not happy. We got a little refrigerator beside the bed, and I don't know how they did it, but they unplugged it. Y'all are eating all my bugles. Okay, let's go back. Careful, please. So what is this? Anybody got any ideas what this could be? Really looks interesting either way. Yeah, you can just barely make it out. But see how it kind of looks like a foot that's actually twisted sideways. If this were like the knee, I'm going to move this up and just zoom out just a little bit. If this were like a knee, it would obviously be facing down in this way, because that would be your kneecap. This would be your thigh muscle. Look at that. Nice calf muscles right there. And then as it gets down towards the ankle right here, instead of the foot facing this way, well, like this, it's actually twisted back this way. So I don't know if that's what that is or isn't, but it actually looks like it's got toes on it. And back here would be the heel. So don't know if it's what it is. Let's see if we can clean this up a little bit. I wonder if I should go a little stronger in this area. Let's try 70%. I should have bring the force up to about 65. Let's see if we. Yeah, that's too strong. Okay, let's try 60%. Let's see. How is that gonna work? Okay, that's a little better. But yeah, this is a lot of you gotta kind of guess at stuff, which is sad that we can't get a clear image where we don't have to guess. And then you gotta clean it as easily as you can, where you still bring out detail and not overdo it, because you can make stuff pop, and Chris of course is real good at doing it with the dodge tool and using mid-tones and stuff like that when he's cleaning it. But I mean, I can do a pretty decent job, but he's still light years ahead of where I'm at. But take a look at some of this stuff coming out here. Like I said, I try mainly to focus on the modeling, because there's not many people doing 3D models of this stuff. Hey, you're pulling on my chair. Get out from behind me. What'd you do on my phone?
Okay.
Yeah, y'all messed with my phone. I've got stuff going on my phone, sweetheart. Don't mess with it, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I did it. Okay. All right. So, let's see what we can do here. I know there's stuff hidden in this. So, I finally watched Chris's video. Like I said, I've been real busy all week, and I still haven't watched the live chat. So, I wonder what he was talking about in that live chat. I'm always anxious to see it, but it comes on around 2 o'clock here, and I've been working till 5, and then usually after work I have to run and get a few things done. So I still haven't watched it. I plan on sitting down and watching it tomorrow. I don't want spoilers. I was just curious, what the topics were. But that last video, now I did watch that, and that was interesting. In fact, I think I still do I still have it up over here? Let's see. No, let me make sure I'm on the right. Yeah, okay. Hey, look, I'm live. Wow. Alright, where was it? Oh, yeah, the John Ward about the Black Knight. Now, the Black Knight is something that's been around for quite a while, and people have talked about it. But this video here, let me turn the volume down because I don't want to get dinged. Let's see, skip. But those rocks and stuff in that video that he was showing, he cleaned that up really nice. That was a really nice cleanup on that. And I was, those just, there's too much symmetry for those to be regular rocks. And the mechanical parts, I'm going to go ahead and pause it because I don't need it crashing my system. But that looked pretty cool. So I'm thinking about doing a model on it. I don't know if anybody wants to see a 3D model on that. But I'll try to get it out if I can. Maybe this week. Let's see. That looks like something right here. I don't know if that's just a rock or... I'm not going to turn the opacity up anymore because then the dirt will come out dark. Too dark, I should say. Yeah, these could be just regular rocks through here, but this thing over here is not sticking up like that. Let me back out a little bit. And then don't worry, I haven't missed this piece back here. But yeah, this looks like this would be the heel. This would be the front of the foot. See how it comes across here? Like this. And then back down over here. And if it was a foot, unless whatever this thing is built backwards, this would be your calf muscle here. And this would be your thigh muscle here. And of course, this is going into the ground. And there's what looks like a kneecap right there. And this is where the back of your knee would be, where it would bend right there. But doesn't that look like a foot? It's blurry, but it kind of looks like it. Of course, I know NASA will tell us it's pareidolia, but I don't know. Yeah, I almost forgot I was going to show that. Let's see, what else can we find in here? Yeah, this piece here, interesting to say the least. If somebody thinks this is a rock, I don't know. You might want to go get your glasses checked. I'm going to show you why in just a second. See if I clean some of this up. And I don't know if this is actual dirt or this is a texture that's been added. There was a couple places in this image where it kind of looked like the texture might have been added. I'm not saying they would do that, but you totally know they would do that. Let's see. Let me try and do this quick. Okay. This is what I wanted to show. Now, could be a rock. Maybe. But I'm not thinking it is. Okay. See this line that goes from here and follows down behind this. That makes this a pretty much square plate, except it's got, you know, beveled corners on both sides, which, by the way, looks symmetrical. Hold on, I'm going to get a drink. All right. Look at this hole that's almost dead center from side to side. It's almost dead center. Okay. This looks like a trough going down, and this side wall right here sticks up, and so does this one. See how this one sticks up? And it actually sticks below it also, like this is some sort of strange I-beam or something. You've got this piece that comes to here, but it just keeps continuing below it also, and then comes across. Actually, it looks like it has a piece sticking out right here, but that may just be following the line down. But see, this is the inside right here. This comes flat across. It would come all the way to this side, and then it would come back up right here. I don't know. I don't think I would believe that that was a rock. And let's see, we got some detail in here. But look at the material of it, if nothing else. This looks like the same material, like that brass type material, as our box set. Well, I'm not going to be able to get to the box from here. I have to go over here. Nope, wrong Gigapan. Oh, don't tell me I closed that Gigapan. No, I moved it over here. Okay. Let's bring you over here. And let's attach you in here. Okay. Alright, I want you to look at this material. Let's see, where's it going to show better in the original? No, it looks almost the same. Okay, and then you come over here to our box, which is right here, and it looks like the same material. Well, not than that, but the box itself. So I don't know what that is exactly, but I don't think it's a rock. Oh, good. I tried sleeping last night. I did. Let's go back to, what am I doing? Here we are. See how it has that metallic sheen to it, like it's brass or something? Not necessarily brass, but you know what I'm saying. It's some sort of material that looks like brass. I don't know what kind of metal they use on Mars, but is it the same as what we have here? I don't know. Our planets are very similar, so you'd think that things would, materials would develop the same, and they'd probably come up with the same type of alloys also, or similar,
Daddy,
to
I'm
meet their
gonna
needs.
take you to Mommy.
You're gonna what?
I'm going to take you to Mommy.
What are you gonna take to mommy? Don't step on my chips.
Sorry. Sorry, Daddy.
Alright, you don't lose those.
I don't
You weren't
need
supposed to
it.
open that earlier. Alright. That's probably all the detail we're going to get out of here, but you can see a difference from the original. I'll show you the original real quick. One sec. Let me finish cleaning it up a little bit. I still want to do more here, but I know we're going to burn through it. And I don't want to burn all the way into it, but I want to bring out more detail. I can see it's got this stuff. Looks like it's raised up. But you have to be careful that you don't overburn it. There we go. See how this dirt kind of looks like it was added? Give that back to her. Give that back to her. Don't take that from her. There's plenty of them. It's a brand new pack of chones.
Here.
Okay, Alara, give those to your sister.
This kind of looks like it was added. So I don't know if it's part of the actual texture, or maybe they cloned some in, or maybe they well, borrowed texture from another portion and cloned it in. See how these lines all seem to end right here
I need
from the sand ripples?
Those are only for
They all seem to end right here, and if we're getting close, can almost you kind of see this difference in color, like they took this from a slightly different part of the image.
She's full.
So I don't know if they're just trying to obscure the bottom half of this. Once again, I don't know why would you obscure one part of it and leave the rest, which still looks like an object. So I don't know if that's what was going on, or if that's just the way the sand looked right there. It could very well be that that's just how the sand settled after the wind blew. But yeah, there's that piece there. Here's our leg. Hey, baby, you want to see a cool leg on Mars? She's trying to get their underwear on them. Oops. Else if I hit the control key. Control is to burn, as long as you haven't changed any settings. And control and left click. And then just left click by itself is to dodge. So there we go. That's looking better. Okay, so let's zoom out just a bit. I'm going to get both those objects in there, and I'm going to show you from the GigaPan the difference. Let's see. Take a look at this. No, I'm sorry.
I was gonna lay down.
Uh-huh. Doesn't that look like a leg sticking up?
Yeah.
I've got a... This is the enhanced image I'm working on here. Hold on, let me get back
I'm
to
not
it.
trying to be rude. Can you hurry up a little bit? So I only have an hour.
Oh shoot, did I close it? No. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. See, doesn't that look like a calf muscle, thigh
Yeah.
muscle, knee? And then the foot is actually twisted back
Yeah.
this way,
I
but you can
figured
see the
that.
top of it. Yeah, just making sure it's not my pareidolia acting up. I didn't take my pareidolia pills today. there you go. That's what we got on there. Let's go ahead and save this before I do accidentally close it. Stop eating my chips. Babe, they're eating my chips.
Here, Laura.
Okay, there we go. All right, so that's that piece that is in that same Gigapan 1753 that the box is in, just in case you forgot which one we were working on. There was something else. Oh, Jean Ward. Okay, hang on, I got something. Go to Jean. Jean Ward. Yeah. Let's click on this. Make sure the sound's off. Let's bring this over. Yep. Let's see. Okay. So I thought this was interesting. Now, like I said, the Black Knight satellite has been around for quite a long time, but Jean Ward did a render of this, and it's pretty good render. In fact, let me get it without his disclaimer on there. You can definitely go check out his video and see that. Where did I see? Is this? Here we go. Yeah, that was a pretty good render, because I was thinking about modeling this. When I started watching this video, I was like, oh, that would make a great model, but he actually did a pretty darn good model on this based on this image right here. I'm not sure. I think this should be bigger. It's on the side where he's got it, but it looks like it should be bigger, but this is quite a good model. So let's back up. There we go. So I thought, there's no point in me redoing it. But if anybody wants me, I may still do a model for Discord and upload it. And I want to take all the different images that NASA has captured of the Black Knight satellite and see if I could model that and get it pretty accurately. From what I've seen of the images, it looks like it's metallic, but it's not too reflective. And I would definitely try to clean this up and see what this ball is on top. Like I say, he's got it here. I think he's got it correct, just maybe a little bigger compared to what we see in the image. But he's definitely got these underneath, and that looks pretty right. And I can't zoom in because this is obviously on YouTube Live, but actually, when I looked at it, it looked like these were correct. So I don't know if anybody wants me to do a 3D model on this. Let me know. Either shoot me an email or let me know in the Discord, and I'll do a model on this. But like I say, he's already got a pretty good looking model of it. So the only other thing I was gonna say is right here, it looks like it's got this hump that goes up. Maybe this is the cabin itself. All right, and maybe there's a window or something. Of course, we can't see it in the image, but you can see that hump right there. And I probably would have put one right here. But like I say, no, his model looks really good. I was like, darn, he already did one, and I was gonna do it, and I said, well, I could still put one up on Discord if you wanted to be able to download the model. But yeah, that is his video on the Black Knight satellite, and I think he showed a few different images. Like here's another image, or was this a 3D render? Hodgepodge. Let's see, an artist's impression. Okay, that's just a model right there. Let's see. I know there was more than one image of it. NASA captured it on, was it STS-88? I think he even mentions that in the video. It was like STS-88. Excuse me. I can't stop yawning, darling. You know what? I didn't take my vitamins. Maybe that'll help. 'Cause I slept pretty well last night.
Okay.
STS-88, which is one he talked about, and I want to say they... I'm not close to the microphone. These are my vitamins. You got your own. And then you drop it.
Give that to Daddy.
And then... No. She can have it.
She's got her own.
Just don't give her another one. And then, I believe... Oh my gosh, what was the other number? 137? STS 137? But there was like, I think, and this is many years ago now, but I thought they captured it on more than one mission. And trying to get my vitamins back in my drawer. My drawer is so full. And it seems to be flying in a polar orbit. And if you know anything about polar orbits, that's when it flies basically over the North Pole to the South Pole to the North Pole to the South Pole, and as the planet is spinning underneath it, in our case the Earth, as the planet is spinning underneath it, it's actually capturing images. It can actually stitch those images back together and create an entire map of a planet. It's the best way to get the entire planet. I'm gonna take some vitamins. So, forget where he talked about that. And I remember reading that before, that it seemed to be locked in a polar orbit. Let's see. What's that?
These are for boys.
Oh, you got the wrong side?
No, the right side is just the wrong gender. Like,
Well, they look small.
yeah, they're for the little boys. Large.
Well, that's what I was saying. Is that the only package you got?
Yeah. I'll return them tomorrow.
All right. So anyway, yeah, that was quite interesting. I'm glad he did that video on that, because that I hadn't thought about the Black Knight satellite for a little bit of time anyway. And then I was, like I said, when I watched his video on it, I was like, oh, that would be cool to model. We got some pretty decent images of it from the shuttle missions. In fact, did he show the one that was taken? You can see that they're inside the shuttle and looking out the window. What was that? This one? Yeah, this is it. So if anybody's interested in that. Hey Ricardo, how you doing? We were just talking about John Ward's video of the Black Knight satellite.
Get out from underneath the bed.
And he did a really good video on this. And I was thinking about probably modeling this and putting it up on the Discord server if anyone was interested in it. I think he got the model pretty correct. I really like his render of it right here. The only, let me get it back with the image so you can see. Where is it? 'Cause I know he's got it with the image also beside it. Well, even this one right here. The only thing is, oops, I didn't mean to play. I think this should be a little bit bigger on the side of it. But there we go. That's both of them. See this dome that's on the, it's on the top side, and he's got it, I believe, in the correct spot. Me personally, and this is of course an artist's concept. It's their rendition of it. So I'm definitely not judging him on this. This is a really good model, but I would probably make this a little bigger. And then there seems to be a dome right here. Oh, I press play again. And I think there should be a dome here. But he's got these underneath. You can see those right here. There's one. There's two. There's some on the side right here. 1 and 2. And he's got those. He's got how the wings come out. So I think it was a pretty good, well, I should say very good render of this. And like I said, I just thought, well, I could, if anyone's interested, I could model it and put it up on the Discord server so people could download it and use it for whatever they wanted. It'd be pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, I love his render of it. So if anybody was interested, I'd get on that tomorrow and see if I could get that uploaded. I also uploaded. Yep, hold on. Let's see, Discord. Here's the model of what we were looking at. I got this part done, and so I went ahead and uploaded the model onto where the 3D models are on the Discord. So if anyone's interested in that one, it's there. We looked at this. Well, let me get back over to it. But it's the entire model. I went ahead and uploaded everything. In fact, I didn't check it to make sure I had it set for the entire scene and not the model. Ooh, I probably ought to check that. But yeah, this piece. But this is the piece right here that we were talking about. I think is some sort of solar water heater, because of the what looks like pipes that run through here, and then these pieces that are sitting on top of it. Kind of looks like this. So that model's up there. In fact, I gotta check it to make sure I exported the entire scene and not just one model out of it. And I forgot to change the options, and I think I might have had it set. Well, if it's wrong, like I say, I'll fix it. But they're uploaded with image textures instead of PBRs. Now what? We going to? There was one more. Was it? Let me see real quick. The real Jimmy Roberts one. What was something he put out last week? Oh yeah. Okay, before I get too many open and it crashes my computer. More, it's all up over here. Let's go to that one. Jimmy Roberts was talking about this. He released this video on the 20th, which was what, 5 days ago. What looks like more pieces of this rebar and stuff, and he's done several videos. I'm glad to see him putting more videos out, but he's done several where he's seen what looks like rebar and concrete and stuff, and this was another one. And he was showing some pieces. I thought this was real interesting. What sol was this? Oh, I can't remember the sol now. But let's see, where does he get to? The actual piece. Is this it? Okay, there's the measurements. But yeah, so I'm gonna rewatch this again, because when I watched it, I was getting home from work on Tuesday. I watched it. I think he put it out Tuesday, so I must have watched it on Wednesday. And I said, I'm gonna watch this one. So I don't remember the whole video, but I remember him showing that, and I was like, oh, now that's cool. I definitely want to talk about that this week. But I don't have my chat up again. There we go. Yeah, his work is real good. So I like Jimmy's work. I'm glad he's put out videos for a while. He was doing his Mars Fam page, and he said he's got a new YouTube channel, but I haven't taken the time to look at it yet. I think it deals more with UFOs and stuff. But hey, that Black Knight video from John Ward would fit right in there with it. Yeah. Yeah, here it is. These are the pieces. I remember seeing these. Now, I remember Chris did a video on this, and he was speculating these might be little rodents or something. This was a long time ago. You have to think back 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't remember. But remember Chris Maroney did a video on these. Ah, okay. I thought it was. Yeah. Ricardo said Jimmy's channel, new channel, is more UFO oriented. And it's not that I'm not interested in UFOs. I am, but it's the Mars stuff that really, really intrigues me. Yeah, exactly. Well, Jimmy was thinking this was more like rebar, which it could be. You got all these pieces sticking out. So whatever it is, though, I don't think it looks natural. I mean, it could be. Don't get me wrong, because when you have sand on a slope like this, and any kind of disturbance, whether it's wind, slight tremors, or anything like that, causes the sand to start falling down the slope, and you start exposing rock. So could this just be rocks that were, embedded in the dirt? Possible. Could it be rebar like Jimmy was thinking? Possible. Could this be, some sort of small creatures or rodents escaping a disaster? That's possible too. And some of them actually look like, I remember on Chris's video, they looked like they had heads on them, like they were in the middle of running and fleeing. So I don't know. Might have to try taking this and cleaning it up and see if we can find anything. But you got all these, well, not that one specifically, but that one. That one definitely. Look how far that one sticks out. That one there. Let's see. That one sticks out a good ways. This one just barely sticks out, but you can see it does. Look how long this one sticks out. Look at that shadow underneath there. So that one sticks out a good ways, and it's actually thicker than some of these. Well, no, it's probably as thick as this one and this one. All right, very interesting. Yeah, right. Ricardo said the image looked like lots of lemmings going over the edge. Yeah, and if you look at the let's back this up a little bit. If you look at this, all of this is up on the ledge itself, and then see how this slopes down. Sorry, Martian Missy, I gotta draw through you here. See how it comes down to right about that? Well, actually down there, and then down here and around. This is all up pretty high on the ledge. I hope she's careful and doesn't fall from there. That looks like it. She could take a good tumble if she makes a misstep. And we know that Martian sand is very slippery, and it's like silk. You can slip on it pretty easy. So just be careful. But yeah, there's something in here that I really want to get this image and take a look at it. One to the lower left, this piece here. Yeah, that looked interesting. It's a very strangely eroded rock. Give the scale down by Martian Missy. The size of these rebar rods looks like 3/8 inch in diameter. Yeah, that's probably about right. Yeah. And let's see, was there more up in there? Yeah, it kind of looks like, see how, maybe it's just rocks, but see how it kind of, I hate when I hit that. Go back. Kind of looks like a line of them right there. I'm not sure. These look like they're in a line. These look like they're in a line. And I'm definitely not saying Chris is wrong, because we don't know, but you would think if there were rodents, they'd be, more staggered. If it was rebar or something supporting concrete, then it should have these straight lines. But once again, I'm definitely not saying Chris is wrong, because he showed what looked like heads, and you could even kind of make out some eyes. But from where we're looking at it right here, it almost looks like these are straight rows across. See, you got one right here, although it does curve down a little bit here, but see how they all go in that row? Ah, I did it again. So, yeah, if these are just rocks, there's some pretty interesting rocks. So, yeah, that was that one. I thought that was quite interesting. What else did I look at this week? Let's see. And we looked at that one and that one. Oh yeah, we're talking about our leg on Mars. That's part of this model. I want to get to that and this piece back here. Now this right here, I don't know if that's a rock, but this is actually leaning against this little dune right here, this tiny dune. You can see the line come across here. That rock is actually behind it. That line's coming right here. And this piece, whether it's a plate or whether it's a rock, is leaning up against this. Yeah. Baby spice worms from Doom. Yeah. Hockey stick. Well, okay, that's what I was showing. I think, let's see, you came in after that. So let me see, go back to here. This is what we were looking at here. Now, I was enhancing the image while we were live. Take a look at this. Okay. I think the piece that people think is like a golf club or whatever is a piece that's behind it. But look what's right here. I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. This right here looks like, to me anyway, a thigh. This is part of a thigh. Here's the kneecap. This is the back side of the knee right here. Then you have this calf muscle. See how the shin kind of curves in? And then look at this piece right here. Here's the heel and the foot. Now, if this is a foot, it's twisted like the ankle's broke or something. But you can follow this up. There's the arch of the foot right there. All the way up. And here's toes. And these are all what look like toes right in here. And then it comes back down to this side. It even goes out a little bit at the ankle right here. Maybe. Once again, we're looking at a very blurry image. Doesn't it look like a foot that's twisted? You can see how the knee's facing to the right and down. Now let me get it in the image here. To the right and down. And then the shin, everything is facing that way also, but then the foot is twisted up like this. Looks like somebody had a bad day. And like I say, these actually look like toes. There's the bigger toe. There's the smaller toes. Now, maybe it is just compression artifacts, because we do see some right here as we try to sharpen it up a little bit. So maybe that's all it is, but it's kind of creepy looking either way. Yeah. What? I don't care. Remember, I'm just a mushroom. They keep me in the dark and feed me stuff.
Yeah, you gotta keep it PG. No more PG-13.
Ah, okay. She said make sure I keep it PG and not PG-13. But, uh-oh. I just messed up. How did I rotate that? Let's see. Image. I wish I could undo a rotation. You just have to turn it back. Can't undo rotation, can you? No.
Daddy, I never had a bath.
You never had a bath?
Could have sworn I gave him a bath yesterday.
I was gonna say, I thought so too.
I got it. Try that.
Arbitrary rotation. Let's see.
Peel off my hand.
Okay.
Huh?
Like there's
I got
dirt
my
on my hand.
Come on, rotate. Oh, it is. It's going the wrong way. Let's see if I can slowly get it back. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, come on. This shouldn't take this long. There we go. That's good. Doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah.
I got a haircut.
It's not exactly as nice as a nice Spanish charm, is it? Yeah. Really, this thing is. Oh my gosh, this thing is taking forever. You know what? It would just be just as well to re-upload it. Close the program. I have so many things open. That's probably why it's taking forever. There we go. Now, should we try to open it back up again? Give me just a second. Let me see if I can open this. Or is it going to open it rotated? Oh, nope, it didn't. There we go. I'll close it. Alright, there we go. But yeah. Yeah, it certainly looks like something. And you can tell by the shadowing underneath that it's off the ground. And the sun is pretty much dead overhead. Not just by that piece, but by this piece. See, the sun's just a little bit off to the left of the image. But not a whole lot. So it's probably close to noon. Just looking at all the shadowing and stuff. So this thing, oops, if I do this, is definitely sticking up off the ground. Hey. Oh, mommy's still playing. As I say, mommy needs to sleep. And then you can barely make it out, but something is sticking up here. Almost looks like a light bulb. That's kind of what it looks like to me. The other piece is an interesting rectangular shadow underneath. Oh, you're talking about this one? Yeah. Well, like I said, now part of this shadowing, I don't know if this texture has been added or this is actually the way the hill went. It blew. If it is, the sand blew up onto something. See this piece underneath of this sand? So it's like there was a plate here or something. But it does kind of look... Hey, keep it down. But it does kind of look like this texture was added because all these little lines end right about here. See that one? That one ends right there. That one ends right there. That one ends right there. And if you get up close, it's just slightly different, like just a tad bit darker than this right here. So is this added or not? But if it's not, and this is actually kind of a ledge that sticks up, it's making the shadow look like it ends right here, but then the shadow would actually come up onto the hill. But yeah, really interesting. I just don't think that anybody can convince me that this was a rock. I think even a blind man could see that this is not a rock. Oh. I didn't turn... Hey, you girls unplugged my phone again. Good grief. Hang on just a second. Yeah, I don't need you unplugging my phone. I don't want it unplugged. I have a hard enough time charging it now. I don't know what happened. There we go. Okay. Oh, good. Did you bonk your head?
No.
You didn't bonk your head. What? I still got medicine. Why do you have a bottle of medicine? Okay. What else? What else? I know there was more.
Cat sound.
Now this is blurry, but doesn't that piece look like it kind of sticks up like this one? In fact, if you really look at it, it looks like it has almost the exact same shape, but it's blurred. It's blurred, I should say. And it looks like it's sticking up off the ground. Is that the same shape? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to the GigaPan so we can see more stuff, because there's a little bit more in this. Go full screen. Let's take a look. I saw some stuff in here that was interesting. Now, what I don't like about this GigaPan is you just can't get in close on stuff. That's where we were. I see. Okay. Our structure is over here. I was looking at something in here. Where was it? I don't think anybody's noticed it either, and I saw it. I should have snapped an image of it. Don't remember where I saw that. No, it wasn't in the background.
Sorry, Daddy.
Okay, leave this stuff alone. It's not that one. That kind of looks like a bowl. There's the rim going around it. And here's the inner part. And you see the outer shape to it, but that's not what I was looking for. And this rock right here appears to be floating on the backside, like only from right here to here is touching the ground. And oh look, more fake sand. This sand looks so fake right here. Even the blur level is different. See how blurry the sand is? I can't get it any closer. The sand is just so blurry right to here where this line is. I think that's where the blur ended. And look how it's feathered. They actually feathered the edge of their texture to try to make it blend, but the feathering looks just a little bit heavy. Yeah. Yeah, you were hearing Aurora. She was over here. She knocked my my other headphones off. I have two pair. Well, I have a pair, and my wife has a pair of those headphones. And I use one on the computer and one on the phone. And then when she's playing her Switch, her Nintendo Switch, she plugs them into that if I'm trying to sleep. But yeah, now while Laura's over here. But those two pieces definitely. Oh, excuse me. Definitely look the same. They look like the same piece, only one's darkened and one's lightened. So, is there some tomfoolery going on in this image? Could there be? Take a look at this sand. Let me back out just a little bit. We got an edge right here, and the sand gets a little lighter. And we got an edge down here, and it's just blurred. See how you get... Let me get in closer. You see how you get some detail in this sand right here? And you can actually see a little bit of detail in this sand right here. Just a little bit. Not as much as right here. And then look at this. There's just no detail. Nothing. nothing.
Fish, fish, fish. Oh no.
So yeah, it's the blur right here. You can tell that they try to feather the edges. Which when you're cloning or erasing an image from an image underneath, you'd want to put some feathering in it, which is one of the settings you can do on your brush, feather edges. And it looks like they had it up pretty strong right there, but that's what they had on, was the feather edges. But yep, that does not look realistic. But it also kind of looks like that this rock, now there's two things going on here. One, I think this rock ends right here. I'm going to try to follow the line all the way across. Alright, so that's where that rock is. Okay, and then you have this piece that comes up behind it. Hey, go play. Take that and go play somewhere. You're making it hard for me to do this. Go. Now, and this piece looks like it's going, like, if the ground is coming away like this, let me get closer. If the ground's coming away like this rock is coming up at a slight edge like this. Of course, it'd be this way because it's this way in the image, but there's your ground and there's your rock coming up like that. But the edge does seem to end right here. Come up right there, come down and across, right about right here, and then you come down in an edge right here. What's that? It's a what? Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, it does kind of look like that, Ricardo. Like they messed with the either the parallax itself or just the focus somewhat. It could be that it was taken as different layers. You know, they do the Z stacking, but I think it's just, to me, it looks like it's not clear at all, and they blurred this entire image a little bit. Because let's take a look at some of the stuff in the front. Pick anything. Well, our box. This is supposed to be right in front of the rover, right? Or at least it's the closest part. This whole area down here is the closest part to the camera, depending on if it's zoomed in or not, right? Look at how blurry this gets zooming in, and that's all I can zoom in. Let's try down here. See how blurry it is? So I think they blurred the entire image to take out depth of field. And then, of course, they went through and retextured stuff also, because you can't get any detail out of it. Look, this even right here, this looks like fake sand. Look at okay, what's holding this bit of sand up right here? Hang on, let me turn off her alarm. What time is she going in today? At 5? You going at 5? Oh, I'll give her 15 more minutes to sleep. I think she goes in at 5 today. But okay, now I can understand the dirt going up on here, and this almost looks natural. Whoever did this part must have done a better job than the guy who did the other part. But look at this. See, look at the extra blur right in here. As Chris would say, this sand gets transparent right here. That's transparent sand. And then you've got the same thing going on right here. And this edge comes all the way down. Now, I don't know if I've ever seen transparent sand, other than when Chris has pointed it out, of course. He's got a good eye, so. But look at this definitely looks like transparent sand. I thought the whole idea of Z stacking was to take multiple images of the same scene, thus the whole scene remains in focus. Yes, Ricardo, that is correct. But are they doing that, or are they kind of using it to blur some parts? Because if you take multiple images like that, yeah, I mean technically that's correct. You should be getting the stuff that's far away in focus and the stuff that's close in focus. But are they using it to kind of help put some extra blur in spots? Because you can take an image, place it underneath of maybe a blurrier image, and then you can take a clear image on top. And if you want to blur something out, you line those two images up perfectly. Oops, I didn't mean to bump the mic. Line those two images up perfectly and just use your eraser tool and make sure that your blurry image is underneath, and then you just erase the object you want from the top layer, and the image that's on the bottom layer will come through, the blurrier one. But yes, Z stacking should be being used to keep everything in focus, but we don't even see that here. Look at how, let's go to the background. Look at how no detail and blurry this background part is. Exactly. He said it's defying gravity too. That's what I'm saying. This is not this sand seems to be going the same direction as this rock that's leaning outward, and we can tell that by this shadow. And that's a very good point right there. This sand looks like it's defying gravity. Yeah, that's what I was saying. What is holding this up right here? I'm like, okay, something isn't working here. Now, I do admit, whoever feathered this part actually made it look more realistic than that other part. Now, I won't be able to find it when I want to. But the other part we looked at, where it had that hard edge, where was that? Was that over here? Well, it wasn't this one, but here's another one that's kind of badly done. Look at the line that comes right here. It's like they just used a brush and just quickly looked for a place to find some good bit of sand texture. Like, actually, it kind of looks like it. I was gonna say, they looked for some sand texture in here, and they just brushed it over it to hide something. But yeah, that is, but you're absolutely right about that. That's what Z stacking is supposed to be for. Do they use it for that? Yeah, well, no, sometimes they do. Sometimes they give us some nice clear images. That one that, oh, that's what I was going to show too, by the way. I know y'all seen Chris's video already, but what was I going to talk about? Mars and yeah, and I have not got to watch the live hangout yet. Let's see, not there. Stupid commercial. What? Buckle your helmet?
Yeah, my hair's in the way.
Alright. Oh. Knocking my stuff off.
Oh.
That's my batteries. Okay.
It fell?
Okay, not here. When he cleaned this up, it looked pretty darn good. Let's see. Oop, that's supposed to be. Oh, you kidding? I gotta watch the commercial again? There we go. Oh, just showed a commercial. This thing. Hey, pause. There we go. looks pretty. Look, this is pretty cube, square shaped. This looks like a cube. You can see the line goes up right here, across, and then it comes down behind this piece. This piece, I think, is either extruding from the inside of this piece or it's sitting in front of it. And then this piece right here might be behind it.
Hey, Daddy.
What, honey? I'm
put that
trying.
up there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I gotta keep it. Put it
But,
there.
well, it helps if I bring this over. Hold on.
Thank you for
Okay.
the cord.
How about that where we can
Thank
see it?
you, Daddy.
Okay, honey. Okay. This is what I was talking about here. Back up just a little bit. Where is it? Yeah, this looks cubic in shape. You got that. It comes up across. It's got the beveled corners, but it pretty much comes up, turns a 90-degree angle, and then right here is where it comes back straight down. So I think this piece right here probably extrudes from the inside of this. It comes out from the inside, or this is sitting in front of it. And then there's actually a small piece right here. Look at that. It's a small piece there. Now, somewhere I dropped that. No, I didn't ever get this one. Where's the comment section? Comment. I hate when they always change the stuff. Where's the comments? There we go. I'm gonna go way down here for the comments. Let's take a look at this because this was really cool. Okay, I need to get rid of some stuff here. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Should load this in again. Let's do that. There we go. 953. Why am I in that folder? Hang on just a second. I'm going to put it, since we're working on 1753. Yeah, just put it here. Okay, I'll just save it. Okay, let's do that. And then let's close that. And then let's go into GIMP. Let's close GIMP. Okay, let's save this one. Okay, file, open this one. Okay, so this piece right here looked pretty cool, and I think that this is behind it. Let me go ahead and scale this up, see what size it is. 2688. Let's double the size. Okay, I told you I'm recording a video. There you go. Where did my piece go? And there was more, like some of these he was showing that were pretty cool. But what I think auto. Let me see what equalize does today. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay. This is just the auto equalize. Okay. That's all I just did to this was the auto equalize, and look how different the image is. Yeah, Ricardo, you asked hinge part. It definitely could be. Now, just like him, I want to take some of the saturation out because it does come out a little bit saturated. Let's use our split view. Let's see, definitely somewhere like that. It's a little less saturated. Now let's take the hue saturation values down. I'm gonna change the hue. Let's see, I want less blue. Oh, okay, that's green. Okay. I think it should be the green that's brought down. Let's see. You know what? Let me cancel. I don't want to toy with that too much. Okay, but what we can do is take some overall color out of it. Oh, wrong one. Not that one. So we gotta go this way. There we go. That looks a little more natural. Okay. That looks good. Might be a little too yellow. But, and I don't remember if he showed this in the video. Take a look at this. You've got two different rocks right here. Let me, you've got this one that's symmetrical all the way around. See how it, well, if I can get my cursor going in the right direction, curves around right here. And then it slopes out like this here. It comes flat down like a skateboard ramp, except it's, well, even the back of a skateboard for that matter. But this is rounded up here. But as this comes down, it slopes outwards and towards you. Okay. And then this rock is coming behind it. Get out from behind me. Thank you. So you've got this square piece that comes right here. You've got a piece behind it. These are all some kind of parts. I don't know what they're made of. Of course, when we look at it, it looks like it's rock. I'm going to put a little sharpness in it. See how much we can get into it before it just way over to, woo. About like that. The radius should be somewhere. It just looks like way too much. Okay. Think. No, I'm gonna bring the sharpness down. Okay. So now what I want to do is lighten the darker parts. So we go to color and we go to levels. And then I can never remember which one goes which way. Oh, that one. Bring the black levels up. Okay, and then on the, is it the white I need to bring down to crush down the color a little bit? No, that's the overall. Okay. I thought there was a way I could crush this down. No, that's just making it brighter. One of these has to come up too. I don't remember. Oh, well, that's taking me back to where I was. Darn. But anyway, I got the blacks a little wider, and look at the curvature of this. This whole thing curves right through here. You can see it. And there's more pieces. These are all pieces of something. I just watched the video before I came on. I was like, oh yeah, I definitely got to talk about that. This, excuse me, this piece here looks like a square piece. And you know what? Let's go ahead and get in here and do some touch up. So we're going to turn this way down. Turn this way down. I'm going to go in here and just try to lighten some of this just a little bit. Like I say, whenever you just use the dodge tool, you definitely don't want to do too much with it. And then on the top of this, we're gonna burn just a slight burn because of how light it already is. We don't want to burn too much. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Okay, honey. Just want a little bit, just to help bring out some lines, but not make it too noticeable. Okay, those are too dark. Nothing's really going to come out there. Who was talking about it looking like molten metal? Was it Dave Gannett? Somebody was. But look at all these pieces. We're going to clean that up too here in a second. Let me just get the darker pieces a little lighter. See all this? This looks like metal that's been just melted together. And there's more in this image, but we just want to focus on these areas right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, it should be a crime to yawn like this. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to do it. Okay, how many of y'all just yawned after I did? Show of hands. Be honest. See all these little pieces that are coming out? There's this square-like piece right here that's sticking up. And then this square that's not as high actually comes outside of this one. See how it comes around and then comes down? You can see it come to here. Look at that right there. So this is sitting inside of it. Yeah, exactly. Yawning is infectious. Yeah, yes. Okay. Any other places we could lighten a little bit? I wish I could see this side a little more. Let me try lightening one more time. Hopefully that's not too much. Let's make sure we save. I'll rename it later. Okay, now let's go darken some pieces. So I want to show this. And I don't know if he talked about all these little pieces. I can't remember in the video, but there's layers of it. So here we go. Now we're going to go and do some burning. We're going to go probably in the 60s. Force I'll bring up to about 50. Let's see how that works. Oops, I'm gonna go off the screen. Take a look at all these little pieces that look like they're melted together. It's like if you took a bunch of plasticware or something and you set it in a pot on the stove, you still see some lumps and a little bit of shapes like the original plasticware, but it would be molten together. Yeah. You said ever see the images of the burnt stones at Dendera in Egypt? Some of these molten rocks look very alike. Exactly. Yeah. Like this was intense heat in this area. Let's get these over here. Yeah, you're right, Ricardo. That's what we're looking at here. I'm pretty sure this stuff just looks completely molten. And I also want to darken on top of this, just to see if we can bring this. It looks like I need to bring it up stronger. Let's bring the force up a little bit too. So we're gonna bring out a little bit, but yeah, I mean I think that's what we're looking at here: melted stone or metallic objects. Doesn't have to be stone. These could be metallic and just dressed up to look like stone. But whatever it is, it definitely looks molten. I better turn it down for that. Oh, look at that. That's one of them old, remember those razors with the 3 discs on it? And the top curves like this? That's one of those razors right there. What do they call them? Well, they said they were floating heads on the razors, but it had the 3 discs. 3 discs, and you know, they'd all pivot and stuff like that. That's what that looks like. Let's see. I want to darken this up, but this is so light I'm gonna have to crank this and do it a couple of times. Let's see if we can get it to darken up a little bit. Yeah, doesn't that look like that? Yeah. Ricardo said the Philips electric razor. Remember those? What was it? Was it the 70s or 80s? Well, it had to be later than that, but the 80s or something when those came out, and oh, it's got 3 pivoting heads on it. Mm-hmm. Wow, look at that. Wow. Okay, this is where we need Chris to chime in to tell us what's going on right here. Now, oh, I wish I could ask Chris this live, because take a look at these areas right here. Why are we getting such bad artifacting right there? On this rock too. Let's see if it's everywhere. What's strange is this part doesn't really have artifacting. These are just the pieces. Once again, as he zoomed out, he showed the same thing, how this artifacting didn't go away. Anybody want to venture a guess what's going on right here? See it? You have it right here. It actually ends at the bottom of this piece. And then these have no artifacting. Let's see if you guess it. It's obfuscation, yep. Oh shoot, I got that. What they did is all this is not a real texture. This is not the texture of these pieces. This is a borrowed texture from somewhere, and I don't know where. I'd have to get the entire image. And they just with the opacity set, somewhere less than 100, so some of the original texture comes through. Once again, they're layering the images and they're letting them come through. And this is this probably was a quick job, I would imagine, is why they didn't try to smooth it out or use any smoothing on the brush. But yeah, you get, let's see if we get any over here. No, now these are actual compression artifacts. This over here, this is artificial artifacts. This rock material is the only place we're getting that. Let's see, this piece has it. See all that? But you get to this part up here. No, it's got some too. Let's see. Yeah, even the lighter rock is not a real image texture. It's not the real texture. But you come over here, this piece looks, where is it? Even that I think is none of this is real. And your artifacting is oh, I can't get in any closer. Only on these rocks. Look, you can come up here. There's no artifacting right here. None. It's blurry. You're still not seeing it clear, but you're not getting this. That is wild that came out like that. Oh, I thought you were talking about the girl screaming. He said the seagulls outside are being noisy buggers tonight. I hope that doesn't mean bad weather moving in. Yeah, they're kind of noisy in the living room too, huh? Those seagulls. But no, we actually talking about, do the seagulls? I haven't been by the ocean in a while. Do they get pretty hectic out there when bad weather's on its way in? So I know when you're near an ocean, that bad weather can blow in very quick. Let's see. Hold on. Girls, stop! That's my seagulls right there. Okay, are we getting any artifacting up here? Oh, we haven't burned this one yet. Let's see. Was it just that stuff back there? No, I think I see it on this one too. It's really weird. They retextured all of this. Yeah, see, you've got it here too. I did a video a while back where it was very blatant. It was the one on Jimmy's machine. Remember, he found that round machine, and Chris did a video on that whole scene, and he pointed out that he thought that was a road in the background, and then he burned through it, and the only place in that image that had this artifacting, it had the exact same artifacting as this, was right there, right before you got to that that ledge that was in the backdrop of the image. You got this, and only where that sand was, it was like oval shaped sand. And so I said, well, let me take the image and see, if I get the same thing. And I got the exact same thing, and I did a video on that. It was the one, I think I called the video Jimmy's Machine, because it was on that weird looking machine that Jimmy found. Like I say, it was round, it was hollow on the top, and then there was all those pieces that were in that on that hilltop. The hilltop came from the right and came down at an angle to the left, and all these pieces were on that. That was the only place in that image we got that artifacting. And you see, you don't get it everywhere. You're only getting it on this light colored rock. In fact, let's see something. Yeah, take a look at this. Okay. You've got a piece of the quote-unquote square artifact right here, but this whole couple of squares right here is very not clear, but you know, it's without the artifacting. Okay, you come over here, same thing, you don't have it right through here, but down here you do. Now, is that because this brown texture makes it show up more, or is it only those pieces?
Hey, Daddy.
Looks like. Yeah, right. You see, it looks like muddled pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. Exactly.
Daddy, I found it.
And if they're compression artifacts, like I say, you should be able to zoom out and they should go away. And even Chris talked about that, so I won't go in too much on that because he's already done a good explanation of that. But yeah, this is blatant. Let's see what we get up front here. Okay. Okay, yeah. This is really close to the rover. There's, I mean, actual pixelization, but there's not much of that artifacting going on up front. See right here, this is where it starts to get real blatant. In fact, look at this. It goes up at a straight line. See it? And then you don't have it right here. Oh, well, actually you do. But there's one texture added right here. And then look at this. This is another texture. And this is, if you look at the top, it's all supposed to be one rock. That's so weird. I think somebody, I think this was a quick job on obfuscation. Well, their software was having a heyday or something and couldn't figure out what textures to put where. And see, you don't get any of it right here. I can burn through this and that doesn't show up. All except this one little streak right here, whatever that is. That's a blur streak from something. See, to the left of it, it's clearer. To the right of it, it's clearer. And right in this streak right here, it's just blur. You can see it's clearer this side, clearer this side. Can I clean it up a little bit? Let's see. I mean, it's still going to be blurry, but maybe a little easier to see. I don't know what was covered there. I think... is that a mistake, or what is that? I don't see that they're covering anything there. But I can definitely see that streak right there. That's one streak going up and down. Well, like Chris said, you're not going to get this image clear, but you can make out some stuff. Oh, what is this piece? Look at this thing. This looks like one of those old metal skates that you used to strap over your shoes. See, it almost looks like it's got a wheel right here. Maybe another piece that would have a wheel right here. Of course, this part would be bent. It's bent up. But you stick your shoes in here. See how this kind of rounded at the top like the front? Doesn't that kind of look like those metal skates? It actually looks like this is a pin going through. And it even looks like it has a cotter key on it. That's what that looks like. Not saying it's what it is, but we definitely can't say with any certainty what any of this is. Let's see if I can bring that out a little bit. That almost looks like a wrist pin with a cotter key in it. Yeah, yeah. 1970s roller skates. Yeah, there you go.
I'm done.
You're done what? You want some, that's what you said. Hurry up. See, here's one of the little seagulls now. Say hi, Ricardo.
Hi, Ricardo.
Get closer. Here, let's move the mic closer. Yep, you can't get it down.
Hi, Ricardo.
There you go. Say hi, Ricardo. Let Laura say hi, Ricardo. Yeah. Say hi, Ricardo.
Hi, Ricardo.
Say hi, Lynn. I think Lynn
Hi,
Peterson's still in here.
Hi, man.
And I thought
Hi, man.
Leslie Ann was gonna be in here.
What?
I haven't seen her, but I might have missed some messages. I've been focusing on the image. But all right, y'all go play. Oh, he says hi, yeah.
Hiya.
There you go. Say it again. Oh, she ran off. But yeah, that's kind of what that thing looks like. That's interesting. Okay, let's turn this down a little more. Let me shrink my brush.
Daddy, I need,
Oops.
my copy me. I need my copy.
I don't know where your cuppy is, honey. What is this? This almost looks like a spring. See how it curls around, then curls around, it's closer, and then curls around. Hey, maybe this is one of those spring hopping shoes that they used to have in the 70s also. Maybe it's not roller skates. Maybe it's those ones with the springs on them and you jump along. Doesn't that look like a spring? See it? It curls around here. And then it's working its way back to this side and then curls around here. Comes back and then curls around here. It actually looks like it could continue. And then it's just blurred on this side. That's why we can't see that. Let's see what we can do about that. Pogo shoes? Is that what they were called? Pogo shoes? I don't remember. I just remember seeing, the pictures and videos on, images on TV of kids hopping around with them. I think it brought out a little bit. Yeah, see, it could be another spring right there. Like this is one, this would be two. I guess there would be one in the front if it was. A Martian Slinky. All right. Now I like that one too. Yeah. Something weird is going on here because it definitely looks like it spirals around. And this one almost does, although it's more obfuscated. Interesting. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do something with this image. See if we can model some stuff. This might be... Unless something better comes along this week, this is actually a pretty good image to do. Just so darn obfuscated. And I don't like the artificial pixelization. See, you don't get any of that pixelization right here, but you got it right here. That's that more tan colored brown. So whatever they're hiding, it's all hidden under this texture right here. it's just that color. Well, it's some of this white color stuff too, but the other white color doesn't have it. It's just some of it. So it's like they borrowed that and used it with no smoothing on the brush. Just straight apply the texture. So I don't know. Okay, let's see. I'm so sorry, I have to vape. I can almost make it 2 hours without vaping. See, I don't think we're going to be able to bring any detail out with this. Oh, let me grow my brush again. With this texture over it, which is why I think they pixelated the texture. Because even if you don't put any smoothing in your brush, it still shouldn't come out pixelated like that. Trying to burn through it might be next to impossible. Let's see. Do we get any in here? No, just, and this is actual pixelization here. Don't have any there. But right behind it, and this is right behind it, we start getting that again. I don't think there's going to be any way to burn through it. Let's try. At least get some detail out of it. Whoops, where did you go? Yeah, right there. I hate when it jumps around like that, and then you move it just a little bit and it jumps. Oh, that was the piece. Okay, let's get all this in here. Okay, let's bring up our brush strength. 67 is good. So we're gonna need kind of strong brush to get through it, but we're still not gonna get much detail out of it. If we can get some and see what this is, what's going on here. I'd love to be able to see what's underneath this. There's something they're hiding under all this stuff. Now, what is it? That's the question. Oh, it jumped again. It's weird. This is maybe a, well, like Chris said, maybe it's machinery parts they're hiding. Maybe it's a craft. I mean, a structure, it doesn't seem to have the shape of like a building. It's all along the ground. But why are we hiding rocks if they're just rocks? Not sure. You know, like I say, maybe Chris is right. These are machine parts, because these small pieces that we looked at definitely look like all kinds of pieces that were maybe melted together. Let's see. Let's go up in here. See, you got that circle right there, this flat piece here. Now look at this shape of this right here. Almost looks like a 4-leaf clover. You see that shape? Right up in here. I'm just burning down here to see what this is. And like I say, the trick is just don't get your brush too strong. Oh, look at this. Don't get your brush too strong. You want it strong enough to try to bring it out. It's better to go too light on the brush and then make multiple passes on your burn than it is to overburn. Although, like I said, you can always undo and then lighten your brush. Yeah, see, there's blurring right in here. This is intentional blurring. Let's zoom in and see what we're looking at here. See this blur? It's just this whole piece right here is blurred. That's really interesting. Yeah, we may have to take this one and rip this one apart, like Chris says. Use one of his terms, rip it apart, and see if there's anything we can bring out of this to model. Okay, this looks like this is like a some sort of a barrel. See how it's rounded? Its profile is facing you. It's coming out of something bigger. Hey, stop doing that, please. And it's aiming off this way. Almost looks like one a toy gun from like a those 1990s video games where they just oversized the barrel on those on the guns on there. See that? You can see it's got some space underneath it. It's connected to this. Maybe this is the cylinder where the bullets go or something. See the holes in it? 1, 2. And it's got that what looks like a short barrel. But then we also have this piece. I think it's coming behind it. It's just so blurry. It's hard to tell. Let's see. Oops. Hey, look, 21. Anybody 21 in the audience? There's a 2. And there's a 1. 21. Or maybe that's the address here. 21 something C. There we go. Ah, okay. So we're at 21. I don't know what letter that's supposed to be. C. Phobos Street. Okay. Oh, you're going mountain biking. Event in the morning. We'd love to stay up. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off here, but let me know if y'all want to do something on this video. I don't know what we could model out of this. This rock would be kind of cool. And where's this one right here? In fact, I never did this, but I can get in and try to clean this up and see. Yeah, we'll jump off here and yeah, 219. Yeah, where did it go? Now I'll lose it. Come on, show me real quick. Where are you? Isn't it right over here? But yeah, we'll definitely try to do this. And like I said, I've uploaded some stuff to the Patreon page. If you want to become a patron, by all means. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ricardo, for your support. Yeah, I appreciated that. I did upload a video on, I think it was on how to clean up these images. I've got a model that I will not, it'll just be patrons only that can see those, and it's real cheap, people. $3 a month. So don't break the bank. That I'm working on. The next video will be on the first video was on preparing the model by cleaning up the image, and this one has what looks like one of our space shuttles in it, or at least similar design. It actually looks like the Russian space shuttles, the Buran. I had to look it up because I couldn't remember what they were called, but so that's what we're doing on that one. But all right, Ricardo, have a great night, man. Like I said, I'm not going to stay on too longer. I was just trying to find, where did I just have those numbers at? Aren't they over here? Oh my gosh, I backed out and I lost them. That looks pretty cool, whatever that is. Oh, I'm gonna have to go get some little seagulls and stop them from screaming. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't find this. just had it. Where did they go? Oh, you're kidding. There's our razor. All right. Well, I'll find it later. But all right. You guys have such a great night, and hey, enjoy that. Is it a race or just people getting together to go riding? But either way, have a great night, and we will do this again next week. I should be getting on a regular schedule pretty soon. I'm still on that 5-day-a-week training schedule, but I was running outbound by myself yesterday, so they felt confident enough to let me do it. And like I told them, I've done it before. Some things have changed, obviously, over the years, but it's pretty much the same. There's loads. Let's do a vid chat on Discord and examine this in more detail. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. And then, like I say, if we think it's something we could model some stuff from, we'll try to do some models. It's a proper race. Aberdeenshire Enduro. Oh man, all right. Well, I hope you do good on that, and yeah, let me know how that goes. Hey, if you do any video, upload some video. That'd be cool to see. But all right, well, you guys, you have a great, guys and gals, I have to say gals too, have a great evening, and we'll see you. I should be able to get a video out this week. I've been working on that, so we'll see you on the video. And if I can find my thing here. All right, we'll see y'all next week.